This video is to help understand unit price. Unit price is the price per one unit. Oftentimes, we see in grocery stores that we can buy a quantity for a certain amount of price. So to compare, you would find the unit price and see how much are you actually paying for one unit to compare to see what is the better deal. You did that in the ratio project. When you compared two rates, you found the unit price to be able to see which one is the better deal. So here, let's just talk about how to find a unit price. At Chester's Bakery, a box of 12 donuts sells for $8.50. So we know 12 donuts, every $12 donuts, we pay $8.50. We want to know what is the unit price of the donuts, rounded to the nearest cent. So we want to know how much does one donut cost. Well, if we know that 12 donuts cost $8.50, then we can take $8.50 and divide by 12, and then we would have cost per one donut. So if we come up here and we say we want this top number to be 1, then we would divide by 12, which what we do to the top, we have to do to the bottom. So I'm dividing 12 by 12 to get one donut. Therefore, $8.50 divided by 12 will be the associated cost for one donut. So price divided by how many you get for that price. I'm going to go ahead and bring my decimal straight up. Since I don't have a decimal out here, 12 does not go into 8. 12 goes into 85 7 times, because 12 times 7 is 84. Subtract, and I get 10. 12 does not go into 10. They did say to round to the nearest cent. So to round, I need to go to one more decimal place so that I know whether the 0 stays a 0 or will round up to 1. So I've divided 12 into 10. 12 does not go into 10. I'm going to put another 0 and bring it down. 12 goes into 100. 8 times, because 12 times 8 is 96. I get 4. I can stop now because 8 tells me what to do to round to the nearest hundredth place, to round to the nearest cent. Since this is 5 or more, the 70 becomes 71. So it is 71 cents per one donut. So we would find the answer choice that represents 71 cents. If you took 71 cents and multiplied it back by 12, you would get close to $8.50. Not exact, because this decimal kept going. We just stopped here so that we could round to the nearest cents, since that's all they asked me to do in my problem. Let's do one more example. So here we're given a table that shows the price and the number of pages expected for each brand of ink cartridge. And if you're looking and you want to know which ink cartridge you should buy the one that gets you the most pages for the money you're paying. Well, because they're all a different number of pages, the most pages is 250, but that's also the highest price. So does increasing the price pay off? Well, if we could see how much money we're paying per price, per page, how much money per page, then we would know how to compare to see which one is the best buy. So if we have $20 divided by 200 pages, 200 does not go into 20, add a decimal and a 0. 200 goes into 200 one time, and you get no remainder. You could divide 200 into 0 just so that you can see that brand A is 10 cents per page. Now let's look at brand B. Again, you divide the cost by the number of pages so that you can get the cost per unit, the cost for one page. So 25 divided by 125. I'm going to add the 0 and a decimal because 125 goes into 250 2 times. 2 times 125 is 250. So I could divide again just so that I have that as a cost in cents. So that would be 20 cents. So far, brand A is better than brand B because you're paying less per page, which should make sense because the price went up, but the number of pages went down. So that doesn't make sense. That's not going to be a better deal than brand A. What about brand C? Cost went up, pages went down. We can just verify by dividing that brand C is also not going to be a better deal because 30 divided by 150, 300 divided by 150 is 2. So this one is also 0.2 or 20 cents per page. So we see that so far brand A is the better deal. Let's also do brand D. We have 250 pages and divided into 35. 350 divided by 250, that's 1 time. Subtract, we get 100. Bring down another 0. 250 goes into 1,000 4 times. And now we have no remainder. So brand D is 14 cents per page. The best deal is the lowest price. So the first one, A, is the best deal because it has the lowest unit rate.